What's good, y'all? Red Sosa coming back at y'all with another banger. And as y'all can see by the looks of the title and the screen, the build that I'm bringing y'all today is the mid-range Playmaker, y'all. Now, I'm telling you, this build is definitely going to be something special, especially once you grind it out to 99. I, of course, went back and forth with this build, trying to find y'all the best possible version that I can get. So do not be worried when it comes to these stats. Everything that I put into this build, I made sure that I was able to get the best badge setup, the best stats, as well as the best physicals for this build. Now, before we get into the making of the build, man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. To the Rich Gang family, as well as any new supporters, be sure to run up those likes. Go ahead and share this banger with your family and friends. And last but definitely not least, y'all, be sure to go ahead and turn on post notice so y'all can see when I upload every single day. Now, let's go ahead and get into the making of this mid-range Playmaker. So the first thing that you are going to want to go ahead and do is put it under the point guard position, y'all. Now, I of course found this build under different positions, but I'm telling you, the point guard is what I found most suitable. Now, when it comes to the height on this build, I'm going to go with 6'7". When it comes to the weight, I decided to go with 180. And when it comes to the wingspan, I'm telling y'all right now, I'm going to end up going with 7'4". That is going to be maxed out. So that's going to be a big positive on this build. You're going to be able to play some really good defense. Now, let's go ahead and get into the stats on this build. So the first category that we will be touching when it comes to this is going to be the finishing. Go ahead and do exactly as I'm going to show y'all here. So when it comes to your driving layup, what you want to go ahead and do is put this up to exactly 80. Now, when it comes to your driving dunk, I decided to go with 86. And when it comes to the standing dunk, it's all based on preference, but I'm going to go with 61. And when it comes to the post control, I'm going to go ahead and put this up to a 62. Now, when it comes to the shooting, we're going to go ahead and put our mid-range shot all the way up to a 90. So it's going to be maxed out. When it comes to the three-point shot, you cannot go anything above 82. And when it comes to the free throw, go ahead and put this up to an 83. So between our finishing, we got 8 badges. And when it comes to the shooting, that's 16. Now, let's go ahead and get into the playmaking. Go ahead and max out your pass accuracy at 93. Ball handle at 82 and our speed with ball at 87. That's going to give you 20 playmaking badges. Now let's go ahead and get into the defense. So go ahead and put your perimeter defense at a 93. When it comes to your steal, go ahead and skip that. Block is going to be a 93 as well. And now when it comes to the rebounding, go ahead and put your defensive up to an 83. And then that's going to bring your offensive up to a 57, y'all. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, bring it up to a 58, and that's going to give you an extra badge on defense. 19 badges right there. Now let's go ahead and get into the physicals. Our speed is going to go up to an 87, acceleration 84, vertical is going to be 91, and we're going to have a 72 stamina. Now I'm going to go ahead and say that the badge setup as well as these stats are really balanced. Let's go ahead and check out the takeovers that we get. So first, we do get the slashing takeover. Between these, honestly, I would go with finishing moves. Then we get shot creating. I would go with pull-up precision. From here, we get playmaking. I would honestly not consider them for this build, but then we do get the lockdown for this. I would go with extreme clamps, y'all. Now, when it comes to these takeovers, go ahead and pick whatever you feel like is going to suit your playstyle. But based overall, I feel like pull-up precision is going to be the better one for this build if you're starting out and want to get used to this game, especially on a new build. The second one, I'm going with the extreme clamps to be more overpowered on defense. And as y'all can see, we have made the mid-range Playmaker, y'all. I love the comparisons of Luka as well as LaMelo Ball. Now, like I told y'all earlier, we have to consider what this build is going to look like at 99. So let's go ahead and get right into it. The first thing that we will be focusing on here is going to be the physicals. So right here, we're getting a +8. Our speed is going to be a 95. When it comes to our acceleration, this is going to be 92. We're going to get 99 vertical and an 80 stamina. Now, when it comes to the rebound, defense is going to go up to an 86. Now, when it comes to the offensive, this is going to be in the 60s, but if you add boost for your block as well as your perimeter defense, both of these stats are going to be 99. Now, when it comes to your playmaking, your speed with ball is going to be a 91. Ball handle is going to go up to an 86, and your pass accuracy is going to be a 97. Now, with the free throw, that's going to be 87. We're going to get an 86 three-pointer and a 94 mid-range. Both of these are going to be in the 90s once you add shooting boost. Now, with the post control, go ahead and add boost. This is going to be in the 70s. Same thing with your standing dunk, especially if you're running with teammates that help you boost your stats on offense. Now, when it comes to the driving dunk, this is going to be 90. And when it comes to the driving layup, this is going to be 84, y'all. So with a 90 driving dunk, you're going to be able to get even more contact dunks. So that's going to be so much more clutch. Now, let's go ahead and get into the final part, the badges, y'all. So first, what I'm going to go ahead and do is put on posterizer. What you want to go ahead and do here is put it on gold. From here, another badge that I really like, especially with getting my takeover, is going to be Heat Seeker and Hall of Fame. The last badge that I'm going to go with is going to be Lob City Finisher, just so I could get those alley-oops animations. Now, I'm going to go ahead and leave this setup like this, but feel free to change it if you want to. Let's go ahead and get into the shooting. We got 16 badges to work with right here. So what I'm going to do is put on Hot Shot on Hall of Fame. Another one that I really like is going to be Hot Zone Hunter. Now, the fact that we get both of these badges on Hall of Fame is going to give us a huge boost to our shooting percentages. Going to help us green a lot more shots. Now, I'm going to go with Silver Catch and Shoot as well as Clutch Shooter. But honestly, if you want to take off Clutch Shooter, you can definitely consider Corner Specialist over it. Honestly, I'm going to be real. I like Blinders on Hall of Fame. But if you want to drop it down, that's something you can definitely do. But I'm telling you right now, whatever you feel comfortable with, that is what I would go with. I'm going to leave the setup like this. Now let's go ahead and get into the playmaking. We got 20 badges to work with right here. So the first couple of badges that I'm going to put on are going to be mainly to help myself out. So what I'm going to go ahead and do here is first put on Quick First Step on Hall of Fame or Gold if you can get it. I'm telling you, a lot of these badges are going to change up once you grind this build out to 99, so do not worry. The next two badges from there I'm going to go with are going to be Handles for Days as well as Special Delivery. Now, I really like Gold Stop and Go as well as Space Creator just to break ankles. With the last two, I would really consider Bailout as well as Unpluckable, but honestly, I'm telling you right now, if you want to change any of these badges, feel free to, and I feel like you're going to be just fine. I just don't want y'all to put on badges that are going to be useless. Now let's go ahead and get into the last set of badges, which is going to be the defense. So first, we got 19 badges to work with. The badge that I want to put on first is going to be the one that matters most. And honestly, I'm going to be real, I feel like it's between Rim Protector, Clamps, as well as Intimidator. Now, between these three badges, that is what I would really base this setup of badges on. So as long as you maintain Clamps, Rim Protector, and Intimidator, you're going to be fine. From there, I'm going to go with the Bronze Chase Down Artist. You could even put on ankle braces on Bronze just to be safe. There's so many different setups, but this is what we're going to go with: 8, 16, 20, and 19. Shout out to the Rich Gang family. Thank y'all for having me a party all day and watching this entire banger through. Man, I am just so thankful, grateful, and blessed to be in this position. And just know I'm dropping these bangers every single day. And man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. To the Rich Gang family as well as any new supporters, be sure to run up those likes. Go ahead and share this banger with your family and friends. And last but not least, be sure to turn on post notice so y'all can see when I upload every single day. Man, with all that being said, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.